my five audience. Okay. Have you ever met someone that imprinted such an impact on you that now that person is unforgettable? That person for me is not only my Mimi, but my best friend. A quote by Catherine Pulsifer says, "Grandmothers always have time to talk and make you feel special." That quote to me fits my Mimi perfectly. My Mimi's full name is Grace Diane Lipscomb, but to me, she is Mimi. She is a lady of wisdom, knowledge, and helpful advice, and always wanting to help me in any way possible. My Mimi is the youngest of 13 brothers and sisters and grew up in a one-bedroom house. Her father passed away when she was just 2 years old, so she wholly relied on her mother for her support. She got married to my pops at 16 years old and has been married to him ever since. Together, they have 3 beautiful children. Of all 6 grandchildren, I am the closest to my Mimi. Ever since I was little, I would call her to look out the window and wave goodnight to me ever since we lived next door to each other. I would joke to her and say she was my other mother because of all the things she did for me. From the biggest things in my life, she was always there for me. When I started high school, she was there for me and cooked my breakfast on my big day of high school and the new adventure I was about to intake. Through all the homecoming dances and prom, she was there for me every step of the way. Every football game I cheered at or every softball game I pitched at, she was my biggest fan in the crowd rooting me on. During the hurtful times of breakups or friend arguments, she was the one I went running to for helpful advice. Graduation day was the hardest because we both knew the road laying ahead of me was something fresh and I would be away from her. That meant I couldn't come to her house for coffee and cake in the afternoons every day just because. College moving day was the hardest day for me. My Mimi was helping me move and bought me an angel to put in my room to remind me she will always be there for me even if she isn't there physically. I still call her daily to inform her of the latest gossip of my sorority or the latest on my grades or if I change my major for the 10th time. Every single time she answers and spreads her wisdom and passes down her knowledge to me to help me become half the woman she is. My Mimi is who I look up to and wish to be just like her as I grow up into a young woman. She not only pushes me to become better every day, but she also loves me unconditionally. A good person leaves an inheritance for the children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. Proverbs 13:22. In the Bible, this is a verse describing a good grandparent being there for their grandchildren and helping them in any way possible, and that is what my Mimi does for me daily. Treat your loved one with respect and love them like every day is their last, because you never know when it could be. As for me, I am grateful for the time I had with my Mimi and will cherish the hopeful many years I will be given with her.